Hello cave dwellers, we've come a long way in these last 3 episodes. From collecting this filthy and neglected Amiga 500 to lovingly restoring it to its former glory. All that remains is to show you the final result, so let's take a look as our Amiga 500 turns from trash to treasure. I don't know about you, but I'd say she turned out pretty well. With a little help from some UV lights, I managed to finish off the retrobriting process. But of course our restoration extends beyond just the plastics. Remember that original RF shield? Well, our respray really comes into its own now. Our ports are glistening, and while they may not be the original gloss finish, it's certainly better than the tarnished tin that we had. Finally able to power her up, I got stuck into some games. Note that the flashing is my camera struggling to sync with the refresh rate of the screen, as it's not something I can manually adjust, but I wanted you to see the machine in action, and we'll make up for that a little later in the video. Cast your mind back to episode 1, when I said the first thing you should do is remove the memory and real-time clock expansion. And now we're about to find out why. The battery, which allows the clock to keep time, is leaking, and it would have continued to do so until it had worked its way through all the traces, through the connectors and into your system board, destroying it completely. With the help of some white vinegar, we got this quickly cleaned up, and there's no need to replace the battery. Try not to drop it on the board though. It obviously won't keep time without the battery, but then neither does a stock Amiga without the expansion, and we can enjoy the benefits of the additional RAM without the worry about leaking batteries in future. Let's try some more games then with our extra RAM in place. As luck would have it, this Amiga also came with a Competition Pro joystick. Probably my favourite joystick from the era, alongside my old Konix Navigator. Who remembers the magazine ST and Amiga format? Well, when they split and Amiga format became its own magazine, this game was the first on the cover disc of issue 1, its New Zealand story. And as with many of the games that came with this Amiga, it's not quite legit. My collection of Amiga games is quite limited, having just returned to the system, but I have purchased a Gotek floppy emulator, which will allow me to load Amiga games on an SD card, and you'll find a review for that on my channel very soon. It didn't take long before my discs stopped reading, and it didn't take much to figure out why. The floppy drive was packed full of dust, and some of it had got onto the read-write heads. All it took was a quick clean with some alcohol to get it up and running again, and once I have some oil, I'll give it a deeper clean and oil the moving parts and motor just to give it a quick service. And with that we were back up and running again. So all that remains now are 2 things. One is to say thank you to you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the series, and I've really enjoyed reading all of your comments and suggestions. And I hope you'll subscribe and join me in future series to continue those conversations and expand on those ideas. The second and final thing to do is to share with you my memories of using the Amiga 500. So here's a montage of all the things I used to enjoy. And why not take a moment to share your memories in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and for keeping the Amiga alive. Take care.
This is the Amiga computer speaking, remember me?
If you like this series, you might want to watch some of these other videos, and if you really liked it, then why not visit Patreon here and support the channel. Take care.